What if a snowfall could kill you the moment it touched your skin? What if giant alien insects roamed your city streets and the people you love started acting like they weren't fully human anymore? The Eternaut, Netflix's new sci-fi thriller based on the legendary Argentine comic by Hector German Oesterheld, isn't just another post-apocalyptic story. It's a chilling allegory of authoritarian control, mass manipulation, and human resistance. And if you think that sounds eerily familiar, you're not wrong. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. In today's video, we're diving deep into the first 6 episodes of the Eternaut, breaking down the major events, decoding its hidden political meanings, and uncovering what the terrifying hand really represents. Trust me, by the end, you won't just be watching a sci-fi series. You'll be seeing a reflection of real history. So grab your masks, stay out of the snow, and let's step into the storm. A normal night turns into the end of the world. The story kicks off with an unusual astronomical phenomenon that looks like the Northern Lights. 3 girls on a boat are among the first to see it. Moments later, the city of Buenos Aires goes dark. Total power outage. All circuits fried. That night, 4 old friends, Juan, Tano, Russo, and Lucas, meet for their traditional game night. It's a familiar ritual, a pocket of normalcy in a world that is about to collapse. But the comfort of tradition is short-lived. Out of nowhere, snow begins to fall. An eerie sight for Buenos Aires. What initially seems beautiful turns deadly. Anyone touched by these flakes drops dead instantly. The snow is toxic, and the friends realize they're witnessing something catastrophic. Russo, in a panic, steps outside and dies immediately. It's a harsh introduction to the new rules of this deadly world. Tano, an electrical engineer, theorizes that the snow is radioactive fallout from the Van Allen belt, triggered by the mysterious light in the sky. Compass malfunctions and electromagnetic disruptions support his theory, but the truth turns out to be much stranger.
La concha de tu madre me llamó.
¿Y el apellido?
Juan.
The first signs of something inhuman. The survivors soon notice another chilling pattern. The snow becomes harmless once it touches surfaces. It's only deadly when falling directly from the sky. Juan's realization saves lives, but also hints that the snow is more than just a freak weather event. Something, or someone, is behind it. Juan ventures out in protective gear to search for his daughter, Clara. He goes to his ex-partner Elena's home, hoping for clues. What he finds is devastation, dead bodies, looted buildings, and desperate survivors willing to kill for a mask. Juan nearly dies, but Tano and Lucas show up just in time. Their journey outside confirms that the chaos isn't limited to random deaths and falling snow. They witness something that shatters their understanding of reality. Massive insect-like creatures, bugs the size of vehicles, are patrolling the city and killing survivors. These are not just mutated animals, they appear intelligent and organized, raising a terrifying possibility. This isn't a natural disaster, it's an invasion. The resistance begins to form. Tano and Juan discover a group of survivors, including Boy Scouts, holed up in a church. Omar, Russo's son-in-law, had taken shelter there after fleeing the initial gathering. He's shaken but alive, reinforcing the idea that survival in this new world depends on quick thinking and sheer luck. When Clara reappears at Tano's house, everyone is stunned. She had been lost, and somehow she returned on her own, wearing Juan's protective mask, one he left behind on the boat. Clara claims she was never on the boat, but flashbacks suggest otherwise. Something's not right. Clara has headaches, memory lapses, and moments where she completely zones out. It's clear the invasion has affected her on a psychological, possibly even neurological level. Meanwhile, Tano and Lucas attempt to escape to a cottage on a nearby island, but receding water makes it impossible. Instead, they find shelter in a large shopping mall that has become a hub for a growing resistance movement. Supplies are organized, defenses are built, hope starts to flicker. It's here that the metaphor becomes unmistakable. The mall is a symbol of grassroots resistance, ordinary people banding together against a powerful, faceless enemy. Sabotage. From within, just as things start to stabilize, Lucas mysteriously disappears. When he returns, he's accompanied by soldiers from Campo de Mayo, a military base. The timing is too perfect, and then the horror unfolds. 3 unknown people infiltrate the mall and open fire on the civilians. It's a massacre. Juan and Tano are devastated and confused. Who betrayed them? How did the enemy know their location? The pieces fall into place. Clara and Lucas both exhibit memory lapses, odd behavior, and unexplainable knowledge. Something is controlling them. The snowfall, which had been constant since the invasion began, suddenly stops, but only after Clara and Lucas were taken. That can't be a coincidence. The conclusion is chilling. The snow wasn't just a weapon, it was a filter. Anyone who could be controlled was spared. Clara and Lucas were taken by the enemy and returned as sleeper agents, living surveillance tools with no idea they've been compromised. Humans and bugs working together. In episodes 5 and 6, the scale of the enemy operation becomes terrifyingly clear. There are now humans walking openly with the bugs, completely unharmed. These collaborators have been fully brainwashed, turned into robotic enforcers of an alien regime. Their minds are no longer their own. The Resistance realizes they're fighting not just aliens, but also fellow humans who've been taken over. This duality is at the heart of the Eternaut's political allegory. The mind-controlled humans are a metaphor for citizens co-opted by authoritarian regimes. They become tools of oppression without even knowing it. For Argentina, this hits especially hard. The collaborationist humans resemble those who enforced censorship, tortured dissidents, and betrayed neighbors during the military dictatorship. Esterheld, who was eventually disappeared by that regime, saw this coming. Through his comic, he issued a warning. Fascism thrives not only through brute force, but through willing or unwitting accomplices. The real enemy revealed. The Resistance regroups at Campo de Mayo, now a full-fledged base of operations. But even here, security is an illusion. Lucas turns on them again, proving once more that mind control is nearly undetectable. Juan and Tano realize they're fighting an invisible war with no way of knowing who's really on their side. Juan decides it's time to confront the source of the invasion. He heads toward a stadium, the alien stronghold, accompanied by a soldier named Franco. What they find inside is shocking. A massive army of humans and bugs working together under the command of something inhuman. At the center of it all is the hand, a grotesque arthropod-like limb inside a translucent blue dome. This isn't just a symbolic leader, it's the actual entity exerting control over the infected. The hand isn't speaking, but it doesn't need to. Its power lies in its ability to override human free will. It doesn't rule through fear, but through absolute control, mind, body, and soul. Juan realizes this isn't just about Buenos Aires. It's about global domination. The plan is to turn every human into a puppet, working toward an agenda they'll never understand. The war has only begun. Can Juan see the future? Throughout the series, Juan experiences vivid visions, flashbacks, or maybe flash forwards. He chalks them up to PTSD from the Falklands War, which left him traumatized and emotionally scarred. But as events unfold, Juan realizes his visions are too accurate to be dreams. He sees things before they happen. He recognizes places he's never been. People he's never met feel familiar. It becomes clear Juan has some form of precognition, whether it's a side effect of exposure to the alien force, a psychological gift, or something else entirely. We don't know yet, but it gives him an edge, a reason he might be the only one capable of leading the Resistance to victory. Esterheld made Juan a journalist in the original comic, a detail that remains crucial in the series. He's a man obsessed with detail, observation, truth. Even in the face of apocalypse, Juan writes, he records, he remembers. In a world built on forgetting, his memory is his resistance. The bigger message behind the fiction. The Eternaut is not just about aliens or killer snow. It's about control of minds, of narratives, of nations. The hand represents fascist power in its purest form, silent, manipulative, and ever-present. The human collaborators are allegories for those who abandon morality for comfort or ideology. The Resistance is messy, chaotic, and flawed, but it's human. Esterheld wrote The Eternaut during a time when speaking out was dangerous. He smuggled political truth inside science fiction panels. Netflix's version pays tribute to that legacy, showing us how the past still echoes today. The series ends on a cliffhanger. Clara, once free, appears to slip back under the hand's influence. Her blank stare says it all. The fight for freedom is far from over. Meanwhile, Juan stands at the edge of revelation, looking directly at the enemy's heart. Whether he wins or loses, one thing is certain. The real war is not for territory or survival. It's for the human soul. Our nerdy thoughts. The Eternaut isn't just a story about surviving an alien invasion. It's a battle for the human mind and spirit. From deadly snowfall to brainwashed loved ones, the series captures what it feels like to live under a regime where truth is twisted, freedom is stolen, and even your own memories can't be trusted. Juan's journey is more than just personal, it's symbolic. He's not just fighting aliens, he's fighting every system that's ever tried to silence dissent, erase resistance, and rewrite reality. And as he begins to unlock his own mysterious power, the question isn't just, can he win? It's what does winning even mean in a world like this if you found yourself questioning what's real, who to trust, and whether freedom is ever truly safe. The Eternaut is doing its job. Drop your theories in the comments, especially about Clara, the Hand, and Juan's visions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay human.